the 5. What a game. Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Washington State Cougars taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Buffaloes will kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Cougars' offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. Sometimes you sense that what the kids call swagger is a false bravado. This dude is nothing but real at wide receiver.
He's got that speed, and you see DBs, they're probably watching him come on the field right now, and they understand it's going to be a long game. This guy can go get it. He can run.
And that pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That is not how you drew it up offensively. You want to come out, get some things established, get your quarterback in a rhythm, get the positive mojo going. The opposite just happened. You just made a big mistake. Now you just created so much momentum for the other team. Defense, please come and bail me out.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Colorado!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs kind of game, so maybe you can overturn.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got a wide open receiver. Flying down the right side. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll try it from the right. Hashing the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. on the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Buffaloes are in the hurry-up. They'll go right back to it. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Leaves it with the back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Second and very short here for the offense. Just plowing down the field. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Buffaloes are marching down the field. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. It's caught. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Finds his tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. Now setting up shop in the red zone. They're working that left side. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Coming after it. Moving away from pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. 8th play of the drive coming up. On second down, he's looking downfield. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Off play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Cougars will hustle to the line.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it, and that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
On second down, wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and you add the answer to the test right there.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Got his man in the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Yard line.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that's a great job by this defense. You don't care about yards anymore. Yards are arbitrary. Let them drive down the field, so be it. You want to keep touchdowns off the board, and they might have just done that with a sack right there.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arkansas needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Fayetteville behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Utah. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun to give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Buffaloes racing to the line in the hurry up. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs.
Yeah, and this offense doing more of what they do. This is the #1 offense in the country. Run, pass, so much balance. This offense is so good.
He's got it on the right. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. The Buffaloes are on the move. Hand off from the shotgun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Akers. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. From the 22 on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bucs! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Washington State going quickly. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Tight end finds a soft spot. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. Washington State will have to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Murphy. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Motion from the offense. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, look out. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Colorado. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. A first down for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's complete to the left. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down. It's now 2nd down after the short completion. From the gun, the ground game. And he make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Still on his feet at the 45. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. But starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That player is so lucky he did not put that football on the ground. What a tackle by that defender. Phenomenal individual effort getting that tackle for loss.
Fires to the tight end. And they'll knock him down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. And we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll free on the board. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. It is good. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Colorado has the ball back in the Buffalo put their team in prime position on offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's going to pass. He's taking the shot. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythms.
Oh, there's the ball! And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Had to get rid of it quickly. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Oh, and he's able to get it back. Good thing for him. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First play of the drive comes from the 41. He'll come out throwing on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Akers. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. The give to the tailback. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. And the Buffaloes want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Akers. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. He wants to throw. Got his man quickly. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Leaves it with the running back. And the Buffaloes get enough for the first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The give to the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. They've started a 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Back open in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Buffs! He can find the end zone. Now 60 career touchdown catches.
I mean, that is just silly that this guy is always finding ways to get in the end zone. Like, you know they want to take him away. He is the focal point. 60 touchdowns, you know they're going to throw it to him. Palmer keeps making plays.
And David, throughout his career, we've seen defenses try everything to stop this guy. They've bracketed him, double coverage, man coverage. Doesn't matter. He's the ultimate weapon. 60 touchdown catches is so good.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. The last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. With it, it's Jones. Slips through the line. They use the sideline as their friend and finally get him out of bounds on the return of the 47. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Starting this third quarter on the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Buffaloes headed quickly to the line. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside the spot. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Going up, he's got his man. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. They'll run the counter. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. At the 35, he's got room. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. The Cougars will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. He's able to get the tackle for loss.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch called for and made. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to pass on second down. Makes the grab. It's Akers. On the move at the 30. The expressway is wide open. Past the 20. Touchdown, Colorado! And the beatdown has ensued. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Caught near the sidelines, will pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
A third and long coming up here. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Little too much juice on that one from the junior.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down, and you're expecting them to punt.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And the pummeling has started.
Now, a lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
59. Washington State.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Quickly complete. Can't get him to the ground. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Great job at containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
At the 45 on his way. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Wazoo headed to the line with another first down. They'll go to the ground. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
When you got 3rd and this long, everybody knows what's coming. It's going to be a pass. Defensive linemen get to tee off. They know exactly what's coming. Go get the quarterback. It is your dream. That is what you live for. That's what you practice in the offseason for. I want sacks just like that.
Looking for a block. It's Jones. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. One final play before the end of the quarter. The give to the running back from the shotgun. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Just buried it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. And the Buffaloes moving quickly to the line. Third down play from the gun. Quickly out to the tight end. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd. Looking deep down the right side. Hits him inside the 20. Still going. Touchdown, Bucs! And the route is on. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Washington State sends out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. A high kick trying to pen them deep. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Touchdown, Colorado! And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Get it out on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
And that's a first down for the offense.
They'll throw it on 1st down, trying to get to him. He's going to run it. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. 2nd down coming up.
2nd down coming up.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Working that left side now. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Washington State ready to go with another 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run.
Just destroying his way through the field. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
Now on 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? Looking to throw for it. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
He's right on target.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points.
And the quarterback pulled up 2 and sacked at the 12.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Comes out throwing on first down. Finds the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your...
Got a lot of running room. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. Washington State going back to work on first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Swings it out to his running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st and 10 for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. Physical.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jones. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
On second down, just keeps firing. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. If they can convert here, that type of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll take another shot here. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
And those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake.
He hurls one deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Turns it on down the left side. And that's how you finish it off, scoring on the final play of the game. Doesn't affect the outcome, just a little cherry on top of the sundae.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Just complete and utter.